STORRS, Conn, app, UConn swingman Terry Larrier hasnt played much over the past 2 years, but didnt show any rust on Friday night. The 69 transfer from VCU scored a career-high 27 points and the Huskies opened the season with a 7,058 win over Colgate. Larrier, coming off a knee injury that kept him out most of last season, hit 11 of his 18 shots, and was 3 of 4 from three-point range. Sitting out those 2 years, I waited long, Larrier said. It was just all motivation to me. It fired me up. I got some easy baskets early and just continued to keep scoring. Point guard Antoine Anderson, a graduate transfer from Fordham, added 12 points and 6 assists for the Huskies, who were coming off a disappointing 16-17 season. Colgate's Will Raymond had 14 of his 19 points in the first half, including a three-pointer that sent the Raiders to intermission trailing the Huskies just 3,331. UConn scored the first 7 points after the break, and a putback dunk by freshman Isaiah Whaley put the Huskies up 5,137 midway through the second half. Colgate cut the lead to 5, but Larrier scored 7 straight down the stretch to put the game away. The Huskies played just one person, Christian Vital, who saw significant minutes a year ago. They were without star guard Jalen Adams, who was suspended after being charged with a misdemeanor for leaving the scene of a scooter accident on Wednesday. "I thought this was a test," said UConn coach Kevin Ollie. "Without Jalen to come out, get tested and respond the way they did, I'm really proud of our group." Big picture UConn, the Huskies are already off to a better start than a year ago. UConn began the 201,617 campaign with losses to Wagner and Northeastern, and then lost Alteric Gilbert shoulder and Larrier knee for the season to injury during the next 2 games. Colgate, the Raiders were not shy about launching the ball from behind the arc, going 8 of 29 from three-point range. "Ultimately, we got the open shots we were looking to get, we just weren't able to make enough of them," said Colgate coach Matt Langell. "I do think we're built that way. If the open 3 is available, we're going to shoot it." Colgate returns all 5 starters from last season, the top 5 scorers and 13 players with game experience. Jordan Swapshire had 14 points for the Raiders. Suspended Ollie describes Adams' status with the team as day-to-day. Police say the 21-year-old junior was among 4 men who were racing the scooters on campus Wednesday night when the one Adams was operating hit the back of another. Police say Adams left the broken scooter at the scene and hopped on the back of one of the others. No injuries were reported. Police say they located Adams, the other man and the 3 other scooters at a local business. "I definitely take responsibility," Adams said. "We're putting that behind us. I know I've got to learn from my mistakes and we're just moving forward from here." Adams averaged more than 14 points a game for the Huskies last season. New faces. 6 of the Huskies' 8 new players saw action Friday. UConn is still waiting to hear whether Sydney Wilson, who transferred from St. John's after taking a single summer school class, will be allowed to play this season. The 67, highly recruited wing is seeking an NCAA waiver rather than sit out a year as a transfer student. David Onura, a 69 graduate transfer from Cornell, remains sidelined with a preseason hip injury. Up next, UConn, the Huskies are at their other home arena, the XL Center in Hartford, on Tuesday night to take on Stony Brook. Colgate returns home to face Cornell next Thursday night. Copyright 2017, The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.